All right, welcome back to episode 2 of Beyond Random. Fuck it, let's restart that shit.
Okay, one.
Ooh.
Wait, I need fucking air.
You need what?
I need air, bro.
Yeah, what's up, fucking that?
What's going on, everyone? What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Beyond Random Podcast. I am your host for today, Erwin, and then my co-host is Madpandagaming.
What's up? All right, so as you heard, we already figured out the name for this podcast, which is Beyond Random. You want to explain a little bit of the name, Erwin? About the name, Erwin?
I mean, we're a little bit of random on the podcast, really.
Yeah, so. we decided on the name basically because we're just gonna be talking about some like random shit in the podcast, and we're just two random dudes. You know what I mean? So yeah. That's the name of the podcast. Today we're gonna be talking about a little bit of The Last of Us remake, The Last of Us 2, and
it's getting another remake.
Yeah.
PS5.
Yeah. Is it only gonna be for the PS5? Yeah, I heard it was gonna be $70.
Yeah, it's on PS5. Yeah. So like, damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, is it gonna have multiplayer? Have they announced that yet, or not yet?
What? No, I don't think so.
It's only gonna be the story.
Yeah, it's gonna be the story and it's gonna be like the one for the PS4.
Well, if they're gonna be charging $70, I expect them to add like the DLC at least. Like you
get the DLC and you get bullets. You get like extra supplies and stuff.
You're like, you get bullets.
Yeah, you get bullets, bro. You get bullets.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen? I don't know how I feel about the remake, bro. Like, I feel like the game shouldn't even deserve a remake. Like, that game is already perfect as it is. Like I saw some of the character models, and yeah, they look good. Like Joel, Ellie, I'm kind of like on the fence because it doesn't really look like the original Ellie. Yeah. Our beloved Ellie. And then there's like Tess. Did you played the first Last of Us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know who Tess is, right?
Yeah, the first person we meet, no?
Yeah. Well,
yeah. She's
supposed to be, I could be wrong, but she's supposed to be like in her late 30s. But she looks like a grandma in the fucking, remake, bro. Like, she looks like she had menopause or some shit. Like, straight up, like I don't feel her character. I really don't. I really hope that they don't fuck up like the other character models. I know it's already. I feel like it's like I'm nitpicking a lot and I'm just complaining before the game comes out. But this is a game I love. This is my favorite game of all time. So
I know you played it so many freaking times.
Yeah,
dude.
I hope they do like really good because this is my favorite game like ever, dog. Like, I'm not gonna say it's the best game in the world because I think the best game ever is probably The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
And yeah. I mean, you played The Witcher 3, right?
Yeah.
That's a fun game.
I played the watered down version on the Switch.
The only bad thing about The Witcher 3 is the fucking horse, bro. Like, it spawns so far and it spawns in the randomest places. Like, dog, like Jesus Christ. Like, last time it literally like spawned in behind a fence and I couldn't get him like through. Like, I really couldn't. Like, he was just glitching the hell out. But anyways, yeah, we're here to talk about The Last of Us.
What's his name? Roach.
Roach.
Roach got stuck for me in a puddle.
Oh yeah, that happens. He gets stuck everywhere, bro. Or she gets stuck everywhere. Roach is a girl.
Yeah, Roach gets stuck everywhere, man. I'm like, he got stuck in a freaking puddle. I'm like, what the fuck's going on, dude? Why is he stuck?
Why do you keep calling him he? It's a female. What the fuck?
I mean, okay, she. She.
It's like calling Joel she. Roach is a very important character in the Witcher game.
I know.
Very important. I think there was a lot of players that found Roach just fucking on top of a house and shit, like spawning in.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, no, for real? I never experienced that.
No. Roach for me, she T-posed on me.
Oh, hell nah.
So I was just riding a stiff horse everywhere.
It's fucking stiff.
Yeah, like no animation. It was just like stiff. It was like no moving at all. The Roach was like levitating to everywhere for me.
Makes sense.
That thing was so funny, dude. I have screenshots. I'll show you later, dude. Like it's like so fucking funny.
We could probably show examples on the podcast later.
Yeah.
We'll put them up. We'll put them up. Yeah. But yeah, what are you excited about the remake? Are you excited for it?
I mean, I'm pretty sure. Like, I mean, I know for sure we're probably gonna get it for PlayStation Plus or something.
Yeah, most likely. I'm not gonna lie.
Because I'm not gonna buy it.
Before we move forward into more of The Last of Us, like now that PlayStation Plus actually came out, like how do you feel about it? Did you end up getting it or not?
I mean, it's pretty cool. I just there's not enough stuff for me to like.
I noticed that. Did you get like the premium version or no?
Not yet. I want to get it, but I'm gonna wait until like they release more stuff.
I got I got the premium. I was like, might as well. Like at this point, I'm probably gonna get the 1 year pass instead, save up more money. But yeah, from what I saw is that on the classic games category, there's not a lot. I wish there was a bit more.
That's what I'm waiting for.
But they're still pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was playing what do you call that game? Saints Row 2. For like maybe like 5 hours straight, bro. Like I would like it was just like full nostalgia. I was gonna stream it, but bro, like I was just like having way too much fun playing that game, bro. It was like straight up nostalgia playing that game. So I really like that. But overall, what do you feel about the like games that they added, like the new games and stuff in there? Like,
oh yeah, the new games for sure. That
I
do want.
Go ahead.
I want to get it if they like release new games onto it, like new titles.
Yeah, I don't really feel the like testing out games because you know they have a couple games where you can test out
game trials.
Yeah, it's basically like a demo at that point. They should have just called it that because that's really what it is. How long can you play the game for?
Like 3 hours.
3 hours? Yeah, it's basically a demo. Like if you think about it. But I mean,
if you can speedrun it, go for it, man. You can finish the game in 3 hours. You don't have to buy the newest game ever again.
Oh shit! So you could complete the game like that. You don't need to. It doesn't end after a certain point.
No, just 3 hours, I think.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's pretty interesting. I like that.
Yeah, if you can speedrun it, go for it. Just skip all the cutscenes.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, like they have like some like AAA titles in there because they also like if you notice they also teamed up with Ubisoft. Like they have Assassin's Creed Valhalla for free. They have a lot of other games. Red Dead Redemption 2. I believe they even have a. Oh no, that's a game trial. Horizon Forbidden West.
I think they have Ghost of Tsushima on there.
They have the director's cut Ghost of Tsushima 2K22. You know, I don't play 2K22. I ended up buying it because a friend wanted me to play, and we literally only played one match. Never again picked it up. You know, but yeah, you know,
I don't buy it. I don't buy any sports games.
I'm gonna be realistic with you, bro. I think the PlayStation Plus really is a good way to save money. I'm not gonna lie, bro, because there's a lot of games that they added in just the regular $14 pass, like where you get like newer games and stuff like that. That like I was originally gonna get, and I'm not gonna buy them anymore because I already have PlayStation Plus. You know. Why does it sound like we're sponsored by this shit? Like we're talking so good about it, but I mean it is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. If I were to rate it from 1 to 10, I would probably give it at the moment a 7 because I feel like they need to add more games, and I hope they update it. You know, and you know I hope it's not buggy. But yeah, I really like it. What about what you think?
Wait, so is it still like kind of laggy? Like, isn't it stream? Do you stream the games? Right? You stream the games?
I think you should be. Yeah, I stream the games unless I really want them. Like the Saints Row, I downloaded that one. The only thing I don't like is that when you're streaming in games and you're like, let's say in a place.
Does it still have like that? Does it still have that lag or no?
If you have bad internet or like yeah, you will. Let's be honest now. If you have not you, but I'm saying like if a person if a person has bad internet, then it's not gonna be for them. So you should download it. But there's also a problem there now that we're talking about this is that a lot of games, like maybe I'm not gonna say a lot, but a good 25% to maybe 40%. That's a big gap, right?
Yeah, I mean it's usually for me when I had PlayStation now when I was streaming the games, it was always the PlayStation 3 games that gave me that problem.
Yeah. I was gonna get to that because the older games, like let's say 25 to 40% of the games you can't download. They're like you gotta stream them by force, you know.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate. I hope they fix that. And another problem I have with it when it comes to like streaming a video game, let's say you're in a party with a bunch of friends, you can't do both. So like let's say you're in a party and you stream a game that you want to play, it'll kick you out the party and you can't, you know, be in a party and play a video game at the same time. So that's the
they're like no exclusive content,
exclusive content. Yeah. So yeah, that's the only other thing I don't like. Maybe that's a problem on the PS4. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I've noticed. That's what I've noticed. But overall, I do like it. I do recommend it for the meantime. Um, if you want to save your money instead, I think you should just wait until like they add more games and other stuff, or when like the 1 year pass goes on sale. But I am enjoying it so far. I'm not gonna lie. I really like it.
So, dude, like when I was about to redo my my PlayStation Now, I mean my PlayStation Plus, like I had so many coupons saved up because I had like two different coupons.
Yeah.
I would have saved $20, but out of nowhere, PlayStation took my money because I had it on auto pay. I'm like, oh crap, dude.
Ooh.
Ooh, I could
Yeah,
have saved $20 right there. I
that's
had two
tough.
coupons. I had like a $20 worth of coupons.
That's fucking tough. Yeah, yeah. Then that's tough.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's go back with The Last of Us because honestly, we just like left that shit hanging. We started talking about like The Witcher 3 and PlayStation
Yeah.
Plus.
You know what I wish in the people like I wish there was like a Last of Us game where we just explore the world with different characters.
Bro,
That's one
bro,
of the few
that's
that's
listen,
like
listen. That's literally what I was gonna get into later. So let's save that for a
yeah.
bit later because I really want to
Okay.
talk to you about that because that's something I really wanted to. But yeah, so you're not gonna get the remake, right?
No.
No, you're not. Yeah, me neither.
I have it for the PS4.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
already got it for the PS4.
I don't even have PS5 yet, so yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get
I mean,
that.
I
But
have one. I don't want to get it.
yeah, yeah, I mean, $70,
I wish they
bro.
would
I feel like
yeah.
eventually it's just gonna come out for the PS Plus, like you mentioned. So yeah, I think
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not.
right. What's the point?
You know,
I mean, it's gonna probably be like what's the thing called? PlayStation what like great deals, right?
great deal. Oh yeah, it could be on that too. You know, where like
Yeah, for
yeah,
like
because
it's gonna be
PlayStation
like
has like
$20.
sales all the fucking time, bro. Like yeah, there's never a
Yeah.
moment when there's no sales on the console.
Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah.
So
So I feel like it's gonna be like worth $20 or maybe 30 because
I mean,
they're gonna.
listen, I am kind of excited for it, but at the same time, you know, I don't want them to like.
I'm like again.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I am excited for it. The only thing that I'm scared of is like them fucking up the character models, but other than that, I think I'm pretty excited for it because they're gonna be revamp the mechanics. Like you said, you didn't like the original mechanics, right?
No, I mean it didn't age well for me.
Yeah,
Honestly, I
let's be
mean
honest, it
for the
didn't
begin.
age well for anyone because it feels a
Yeah,
bit stiff, right?
yeah. It feels too
When you're
slow for
playing.
me.
I love the game, but yeah, that's one
I love the
that's
story. Don't get me wrong.
no, yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's
yeah. That's one of the things
story's amazing.
that's
Yeah,
one of the things I talked about in my review when I first played it when I first started my YouTube channel. That the mechanics didn't age all too well. Well, they're a bit stiff, but I mean they're still good. But the good thing about the remake is that they're revamping it, so they're gonna give us the mechanics that you got from The Last of Us 2. And for me, the mechanics in The Last of Us 2 were fucking amazing. That's one of the things I
yeah.
praised a lot. Like, and it's just so awesome, so fucking realistic. Like, in The Last of Us 2, I don't know if you remember, like if you're like laying down on the ground and you shoot someone like on the knee, like their knee gets taken out. You know, like they can't use it. You know, like so it's pretty realistic. You know,
Oh,
like they're gonna
yeah. I
be
didn't
kind of
realize
like
that.
crawling around and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be like that. You know, it's gonna be pretty cool. So and what?
No, so tell me why. So I'm playing Uncharted 1 right now, the remake for the PS4, and then out of nowhere, there's just like these enemies just spawn out of nowhere, just like
Yeah,
20 guys just appear out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck? Where did all these guys come
I'm
from?
actually planning on playing Uncharted 1. I'm like just in general the series
Yeah,
on stream eventually because I really want to go back to it. You know, it's one of my
yeah, it's
top
awesome. It's a game. It's an
top.
awesome game series.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't know if you're far into the game yet, but
Yeah,
there's this sequence that when I was a kid, when I was playing that game, just scared the living shit out of me. And
was there
that
one where they had like the zombies, right?
the zombies, yeah, dude. When I was a kid and you have to go into
Yeah,
like the bunker, like bro, that shit just scared the fuck out of me, bro. Cause yeah, they're like jumping
yeah.
all over the walls, they're like crawling, bro. It's just fucking creepy. I haven't played that game in like since 2018,
So,
2017, so
dude,
it's
for
been a
me,
while.
I had to yeah, it's been a while, but I had like, dude, back when I didn't have like I had to borrow the games from my friends because I didn't have I had a PS3, but I didn't have the games.
Yeah.
It was my brother's PS3, and I told my friends were like cool enough to let me borrow their games.
Yeah.
So I had to always speed run through the game. So I didn't really have time to like enjoy it.
Yeah,
You truly enjoy it.
that was kind of
Yeah.
like that was kind of the case for me when a friend let me borrow what do you call it? Batman Arkham Asylum.
Oh yeah, me too. Like,
I like that game,
yeah,
but I
had
had to like speed run through it because like I said, it was borrowed when I first played it. I played a good amount of times before, but I really can't remember when's the last time I played it. It's been a really long time. That's another game I really want to go back to.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited for the new Batman game.
Arkham Knight?
Oh,
No, Arkham
no,
Knights.
there's like
Right?
something, yeah, Arkham something.
Arkham Knights, I
There's
think.
like where there's like a ton of Batmans, like all the Robins and
All the Robins,
Red Hood.
Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, all those.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know,
like,
I
oh
saw
sh
gameplay. I saw
yeah.
gameplay, and I'm just not like fucking with it. Yeah, it's like early stage gameplay, but it just feels very stiff. Like the combat, like it just feels very awkward. You know how like the Arkham series like felt very smooth. You know, like it was the
Yeah.
pioneer for a lot for games that came after, like Spider-Man, Wolverine Origins, all these type of games, and it had this like fluidity to it. But like Arkham Knights, when I saw the gameplay, it just felt very stiff. Like it felt very like third party game type shit. You know, I'm still excited for it. I'm probably not gonna get it. I
Probably
might,
just wait for it's on sale.
yeah, I'm probably
Probably.
gonna get the Suicide Squad game though. That one looks interesting.
Also, dude, you know what remake I'm really excited for? Wait,
Which-
remake or the Final Fantasy Crisis Core?
Oh yeah. I mean, it was
Yeah, that thing looks amazing, dude.
yeah. I mean, it was gonna come out eventually.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
like, come on, man, we gotta get it. Because they already claimed the IP, the name,
yeah.
Crisis Core. They claimed it. Square Enix, they claimed it. I'm like, all right, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do?
You know another game.
And
You know another game I'm fucking excited for.
Final Fantasy Part 2.
No, no,
I
no,
mean,
no,
Final
no.
Fantasy 7 Part 2.
No, I haven't even played the first one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I
Yeah.
want to stream it eventually because I think I have that game, right? It was free at one point. Um, I don't know if you ever played Dead Space,
I think I did.
like where it's like this like horror game when you're in space. When you're in space, you have like these um aliens, but they're like very grotesque. They're very creepy, and it's a very 2000s game where it's like very gory. That's the gore factor and the horror factor. Did you ever play it?
No, I don't think so. Never mind.
There's this game that's made by the same creators, but it's not titled Dead Space, but it has the essence of it. I've never played Dead Space either, but I always watched it, but I was too much of a pussy to play it, I'll be honest with you. But this game looks very awesome, bro. It's called the no, wait. Oh, it's called the Callisto Protocol. There we go. Like it's one of the games that's gonna come out in like I think next year or this year in December. I think December 2nd is gonna come out. And dude, if you watch gameplay, it looks amazing, bro. And it just looks very fucking like creepy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like it looks pretty fucking amazing. It looks very interesting. And normally I don't fuck with like horror games, but I would definitely play that.
Yeah, me either. Like I usually don't like fuck with them. I mean, the only one that I really like that's like pretty interesting is the one I'm streaming right now is Deadly Premonition. Like that game, I love the fucking story. It's like so amazing. It's like if you play it, it's gonna be you're gonna have a good experience. But until you play the game, like you're not gonna enjoy the gameplay that much.
Did you ever play Outlast?
Yeah.
I played the first one, bro, and I almost didn't complete it, bro. I bitched out midway through. I stopped streaming that game for like a good month until I came back, and yeah, bro, like, yeah, it may not be the scariest game out there for people, but bro, that game has so many chasing sequences, and if you know something about me, bro, I have
Yeah,
a
you're
like,
scared.
I'm
You get
no,
scared easily.
no. It's not that I get scared easily. It's that I have like this fear of being chased. Like it's like goofy as it may sound, like there's this fear since I was a kid of being chased, and that game has so many chase sequences, in the dark. So it just adds to like the horror element and the scare factor for me. But eventually, I want to play the other games. Something like that. What are some good things that you remember about The Last of Us that you like? Going back to it,
Which one? The first one or the second one?
the first one.
The first one?
Yeah.
Honestly, it was like I want to say it was like a kind of different game. Like it just came out of nowhere for the PlayStation 3.
I remember seeing the trailer for it, and
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, what the hell?
immediately I was like, yo, I gotta get this game. And yeah,
Yeah.
it was fucking amazing. I loved it.
Yeah, when it was like it had like a survival kind of gimmick. I mean, not gimmick, just it got like a survival thing where you're like, whoa, what the hell? Limited bullets? That sounds cool as hell.
Yeah, because you could even say it was pretty revolutionary for like the zombie genre. I wouldn't say they're zombies, right? They're more like because
No,
zombies they're more
no,
they're
I think I
infected.
want to say
They're infected. They're basically infected
no, they have like a virus or something. No, they're like yeah, they're infected. Yeah.
because technically they're still alive, the people in there, but they're just infected by like spores. They just don't have any control of their body at that point. You know what I mean?
Oh, so yeah, they're controlled by like this
The spores or some shit, right?
like fungus,
The
and then
fungus,
the
yeah.
fungus is and the fungus is taking control of them. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like for me the best thing, and you know what's crazy, that for a video game the main major thing should always be the gameplay. Because without gameplay, it's gonna be a bad game. But for The Last of Us, bro, the story just carried the game through and through. Like it just like the characters that just brought out the way they wrote those characters, and just the way they wrote the story in general was just fucking amazing, bro. Like straight up, like it was just great. And that's honestly one of the reasons it became, you know, my favorite game of all time. And I'm not gonna lie, back in the day, like when it first came out, the graphics were amazing, bro. Like they're very nice, very nice. Let's move on to The Last of Us 2.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say let's move on to that. Let's move on to the. You wish they made like another game just with different characters, exploring the world.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna get at.
All right.
Basically, yeah, that's what we're getting at right now. Um, After completing The Last of Us 2, what were you expecting for its prequel?
What?
Like after
For The Last of Us.
for The Last of Us 2, what were you expecting as a prequel?
I mean, I expected Joel to be dead anyways.
Yeah, yeah,
They kind of.
it was kind of a thing, you know. I feel like at that
I mean,
point,
I wish they would have like, you know, I wish we would have had like a beginning sequence where we just like had a time with Joel and Ellie together.
yeah, yeah.
Like it would have been more like, oh shit, dude, what the fuck?
The thing is that I feel you played The Last of Us 2. I can't remember if you did or not.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got the game borrowed, right, or some shit like that.
No, I bought it.
Oh, you bought it. Oh, I'm thinking of someone else. My bad. Um, there's this YouTuber actually that made this video on how the game would have been perfect if they just switched up a lot of things. Like they didn't even have to add scenes or take away scenes. They just had to like place them in different order, and the game would have made more sense. And I agree with that, because I feel like the game should have begun where like you remember throughout the game you get like these sequences of flashbacks where like Joel and Ellie are together exploring like the museum.
I wish we would have got that in the beginning.
Yeah, like all that should have been in the beginning. You know, like all that should have been like straight up from like the bat. To show all the old players like what happened after, you know, after The Last of Us 1, and so that by the time we get that jump skip of Ellie being older, we understand why she has this hatred for Joel, or why she's not talking to him, because it was gonna be the same thing at the end of the day. You know, we start off the game and Joel and Ellie have like this distant relationship now, and let's be honest, everyone knew that it was because most likely than not Ellie found out that Joel lied to her at the end of The Last of Us 1, right? So it's like they should have just started off when Ellie was younger and Joel was still like in his prime, and then we would have had that jump skip where like Ellie's older. We understand now why she has this thing against Joel, and you know it would have been better in my opinion. You know, I feel like they just needed to put things in order a bit better, and I feel like Joel's death came in way too early. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it did.
It literally came out what, an hour and a half into the game.
I guess like, you know, they had to like, you know, create a reason why Ellie had to go do this in the beginning, anyways.
Yeah, but then again, I feel like they could have done something else. Like maybe Joel goes out on a mission, but he goes missing, you know, and Joel and Ellie goes out looking for him. Maybe it didn't even need to be about Abby going around, the US trying to look for Joel. It could have been like Joel gets found, people recognize him, and they travel to Abby so she could take her revenge. Ellie finds out and she literally goes after Joel. And in the end, Joel somehow dies or something. They could have done it completely differently.
I'm surprised Joel didn't like try to disguise his appearance the whole time.
What do you think about his death? Like, what do you think about his death? Yeah, because, what do you think about his death?
I mean, it was sad when you saw it. You're like, oh, dude, what the fuck?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I let out some manly ass tears,
cried.
bro. Yeah,
it's on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, yeah. You could definitely hear me in the background,
Yes, whimpering. You're like,
no, come down, bro. Hell, duh. No, but yeah, like a lot of people like say that the game wasn't well received because Joel was going to die, or because they killed him off like that, or just because they killed him off in general. And I'm just like, yeah, that has to be a huge factor.
I wish we would have played him in the beginning, like I said, dude.
I wasn't really expecting that at all, because it was gonna be like Ellie's older, and of course she's gonna take over the mantle. But I mean, then again, we would have been able to play as him, since if they had started with the flashbacks instead of like having them like separated, we would have still played as him. But yeah, that would have been better. That would have been better. Yeah.
I think I would have had like a more like had like a reconnection with Joel. Just like
that's what I always said. Like,
yeah, dude, I miss this man so much, dude. I like, damn, I miss playing as Joel. I missed The Last of Us, the first one.
And not just that, bro. Like, imagine if they had started with the flashbacks, right? We get, like, this reconnection with Joel, basically, after, not seeing him for years. Unless you replayed the game, The Last of Us 1 before The Last of Us 2, like I did, right? And then you see all this thing that happened with Ellie, how she found out, this and that. And then, an hour after that, we find out that Joel is killed. Or we see that Joel is killed. That would have hit so fucking bad, bro. Like, that would have been like, no, not my boy. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like it would have been, it should have been handled way differently. And I don't like how like they dumped down Joel and Tommy. You know what I mean?
Tommy, dude, fucking Tommy was invincible in that game.
Not just that, but they dumped them down. Like a lot of people were like, oh, they just got rusty because they're
old.
Not just because they were like in a safe place. And they got comfortable, and that's how they ended up trusting Abby and revealed their names to her and shit like that. But I'm like, bro, Joel was a survivor for like what 20 plus years after his daughter's death. Like, you don't get rusty in the world that's trying to kill you. Tommy should know better than to spew out their names to random strangers. Because if anything, what The Last of Us taught us is that besides the infected, the most dangerous thing that's trying to kill you in the Last of Us world is other people. It's other people. It's other humans. So it's like they shouldn't have been that trustworthy, and it just felt very unrealistic to begin with. And people are divided with that. People are like, oh well, most people are like, well, they just got rusty. I'm like, no, bro, like that's not the case. They're not gonna get rusty. It just felt very unrealistic. And I just felt like even Joel would never go to some other person's campsite. You know what I mean? Like, it just felt very weird and very forced, in my opinion. They were trying to get rid of Joel like early on and not have to deal with him. They could have definitely gone a different direction. And what do you think about Abby?
Yeah, she was fun to play as. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, let me tell you something.
What?
You're right.
Yeah,
I had more fun, and this is the crazy part, right? Because
the missions were more fun too.
The missions were more fun. She was more fun to play as than the main character, Ellie. Like, think about that. Like, the person that killed our beloved Joel is more fun to play than the protagonist. Like for like the first 4 hours playing as Ellie, let's be honest now, you're walking around, interacting with people, opening gates, finding the codes to open those gates. You know, you don't do anything, and then you switch over to Abby. And the one thing I didn't like about switching over to Abby is that the first couple of missions are basically like tutorials, and it's like, why would they give us tutorials for a game that basically plays the same? Like, what the hell? But overall, like, some of her missions were fun, but I will admit that her missions didn't make sense and just ruined the story for me. They were fun, but they just didn't make sense. Like, the one thing that I really loved was um when you're in that no, when
we
you're
travel like 4 states, and then we go to an island where you're like, what the fuck, on
not,
like 3 days?
no, yeah, that is true, bro. Like, those are some like crazy ass horses. Like,
No, they had army, like, what's it called, army cars or something.
oh
Like,
yeah,
cars,
I forgot about that. Yeah,
you're
you're
like,
right.
damn, what the hell's in these cars?
Yeah, like, and you know the
Like,
crazy part is that playing as Abby, it felt like an actual Last of Us game.
yeah.
You know, the survival aspect was there. You know what I mean? Like Abby was facing
Dude,
like
Abby, like, you know what's like the more funner part is you get to punch the infected.
not just that, dude, not just that, dude,
barehanded.
but do you remember that mission when you're in that skyscraper and infested with like infected?
Oh yeah, dude, that was like, yeah,
That was like chef's kiss right there. That was
yeah,
amazing,
you're
bro.
like, wow,
It's like you
yeah.
go from floor to floor, and you know it's just very fucking nice. And you know it gives you that creep factor, or like when you fight Patient Zero in the basement.
Then you right, wasn't that the Rat King?
Yeah, the Rat King.
Yeah,
That was fucking crazy because when you thought you beat the Rat King, you know, when you thought you beat him, his little counterpart comes out his body, and then that becomes the second boss. You know, so you're like, shit, like it's not over yet, you know, and then you're like running out of ammo, and if you don't have any ammo, you're basically screwed. Yeah, so it was very nice. The one thing I didn't like was how stupid it was, or with the side characters and Abby's story. You know, like
dude, the side characters sucked. I'm not gonna, like, the
they
side
were.
characters for the
I
whole game.
really,
Yeah, they sucked.
I didn't like at all the forced love triangle story that they had going on with the pregnant lady and Abby's you know, ex boyfriend and shit. I really didn't like that. You know, I especially didn't like how like you have a pregnant lady in the front lines. Like, even if she wants to go, you should not allow a pregnant woman in the front lines. You know what I mean? And ultimately, Ellie ended up killing her, and you know it was kind of like Abby's fault for all that. But yeah, like another thing I didn't like was you know what's the Seth? Is it Seth? Like the little bald kid that
Yeah,
it's Seth, right? And his sister. I didn't like that storyline at all because for most part in Abby's story, you're trying to find like medicine to cure like Seth's sister or like to fix her
oh
up, right? That's the
yeah,
reason why you go down below the hospital and fight the Rat King to get the medical supplies to like fix her up. And you do this, and it's like 5 hours of gameplay, 6 hours of gameplay, and then you reach the island, and the sister pulls up out of nowhere, and then she just gets killed. Like, all that 5 hours that you did before fighting the Rat King, trying to get these medical supplies, doing all these missions, meant nothing because at the end of the day, the sister was gonna die still. And for me, it was just a waste of time. It ruined it for me. I was like, bro, like this is stupid. Like, I don't like what they did there. You know, I was like, if we're gonna go through all this trouble and she's still gonna die, like, what's the point, right? But yeah, like, yeah, I didn't like that. Um, what you think about the gameplay?
yeah. Like I said, it was like really smooth. I liked it.
The voice
We
acting
have
was
like,
crisp. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, and then like, what I like this most is, you know, like we have like variety weapons for each character. We have different weapons.
Different weapons, yeah.
Yeah, we get like one of them gets a different shotgun. No, one gets a crossbow, one gets an arrow. The crossbow was more fun than the arrow, if you're curious. Yeah.
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 You know, another character I didn't like was Dina, Ellie's girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
She was so lame, bro. She would never be able to like replace Joel. I'm not saying that they were trying to do that, but as a capable side character, like it was just boring. It was just like I didn't like her character. I really didn't. I also didn't like the what was it? Ellie's girl or Dina's boyfriend, the father of the
Oh
kid.
wait, so what's the longest cutscene you ever seen in a video game?
No, wait, we're not finished talking about The Last of Us. Oh, you gotta do that. Huh? We're like talking about The Last of Us, and then you fucking
No, because like no, because like dude, there was this one game where like the cutscenes were like 20 minutes long, and you're like, what the fuck? Why is it so long? Why is there 20 minutes worth of cutscene in this game? Like, oh, 20 minutes each cutscene.
each
They're
cutscene.
like, they're like, yes, the darkness is within you. It's very strong. I'm like, what the fuck?
I would probably say fucking. I mean, I probably have a game in mind, but I don't really remember the name.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's been games like that that I've played where like the cutscenes are like fucking long. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Why is it so long? They're just
right,
repeating the same line for like 20 minutes. What the fuck?
right. It's like, am I watching a movie or playing a game? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, but it was Kingdom Hearts 3 for me. I'm like, what the fuck? We've been waiting for that game for like I want to say more than 10 years or 12, I forgot. And
Makes
I'm like,
sense.
damn.
Makes sense.
And I'm like, damn, these long ass cutscenes, dude. Why are these so long? Why are they like 20 to 30 minutes long? I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? A Disney movie that's 10 hours long?
10 hours long. Yeah, basically. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, but yeah, but the open world game of The Last of Us. What you think about that?
What open world, dude? That was limited world.
No, but I'm saying like you mentioned it earlier that
Oh, like that's one of the few games that I wish that like they would expand more like in their world.
what I wanted to save it for
You
like
know what I'm
basic.
talking about or no?
Yeah, I wanted to save it for last because that's the same idea I had. Like
Yeah.
after playing The Last of Us 1, it was such a great game that I was like they don't even need to bring back Joel and Ellie back. They could
Yeah.
literally start from scrap with another character in another part of the world and see like how they're surviving in that part. Like for me, I was like a great setting that they could have like explored was if they made a Last of Us game as a prequel. And the next game which should have been
Another person,
yeah, like
another group of
maybe in
people. Yeah.
Japan, like a zombie infested Japan basically, or infested Japan, if that makes any sense, because they're not zombies. But
Yeah.
that would have been pretty dope. Kind of like Train to Busan type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would have been really cool.
It would, or like seeing like how like the zombie, just in general, not zombie, but infected, affected like the entire world. You know what I mean? And like see like all these different stories from
Oh,
like other
something
people.
like yeah.
That,
I wish
that
they would have done that because that's like one of the few games that I wish they would have done it.
it would have been
There's
perfect.
I can't remember this other game that I was playing where they said, yeah, we have mythical creatures all over the world, like dragons and sea monsters. I'm like, what the fuck? And we never see them in a game.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
I
Why are we
hate when
here?
games do that when they like try to like put the world out there, but then we never really see anything of that sort of shit.
Yeah,
Like, but yeah, like the yeah, basically, yeah. You don't,
yeah,
you have anything else to say about The Last of Us? Like anything that you didn't like or anything?
nah.
No, you're good. All right. So I guess for our last topic, because I can't believe we've been talking about this for like 41 minutes. It's crazy. Like I thought it was gonna be like 25 minutes, and we've been here for 41 minutes. Let's talk about Doctor Strange 2 because I just recently saw it finally on Disney Plus. You said you saw that movie on theater, right?
Yeah,
How was it? You saw it on 3D or regular?
pretty.
Oh, 3D would have been dope, bro.
Yeah,
3D would have been
3D got
fucking
really
dope.
better. 3D got really good.
Yeah, I could definitely like when not Kamala, America and Doctor Strange are going through the multiverse. Like that would have been
What
dope too.
multiverse? There was only we only saw three worlds.
Like yeah, that is true.
We
Like
only saw three worlds. Like for real, they call it multi.
multiverse of madness, and
Yeah,
it's
they
like
called it that.
there's
But
only
there's only
like
three
three.
worlds we really get to see.
Yeah, yeah, and basically they're all Earth.
No. The thing that got me like crazy, like fucking, like what the fuck? People got excited in the movie theater when I was in there. They got excited when Doctor Strange turned into paint. They're like, oh, he turned into paint.
Yeah, that's
I'm like, what the fuck? Why? Why
at
are
this
you guys
point.
excited?
At this
This shit
point,
is
Marvel
dumb.
fans just to get excited for anything, bro. You could see a fucking fly in the wall, and they're like, "Bro, that's Flyman right there." You know, like
No, they're like, oh, that's Doctor Strange fly. Oh, damn, look at that.
right, like man, bro. It would have
Yeah.
been so dope if we saw like different types of Doctor Strange, like different,
No, we only see like, let me see. We see like four, maybe. I think.
we
Right?
see. We
Three.
have the
I think three.
regular Doctor Strange. We got the defend
The
no
other one, the
the,
ponytail one.
the Defender Doctor Strange, which is technically the zombie Doctor Strange that we see at the end.
Okay. Yeah.
And by the
Ponytail
way,
one.
we forgot to mention that there will be spoilers in this talk. If you haven't seen it, but we probably spoiled that shit already.
That's okay.
So we have two Doctor Strange theories because I'm not gonna count the zombie one because that's technically him. We have the evil one that he fights with music, and we have the Doctor Strange that got killed by the Illuminati. So we didn't even really, we didn't even spend enough time with that guy. So realistically speaking, we only had one. Like realistically speaking, we didn't even spend enough time with the other Strange to really say that they were in a
Yeah.
movie like that. You know, like.
So what did you think of the movie? Did you like it or no?
So I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie, I did like
didn't
it.
like it. I didn't like it.
Putting it up next to other Marvel movies that came out, like Black Widow and Phase 4, or like other Marvel movies in general, like Eternals and stuff. Like I think next to Spider-Man, Doctor Strange 2 is up there for me.
Nah, for me, it's like I don't want to watch this anymore. I wanted to leave the movie theater.
What didn't you like about it?
I mean, for me, I didn't like it because like some of the characters are just dumb and useless
Like what?
because they kept dying. I'm like, dude, what the hell? Black Widow. I mean, no, it's the
Black Widow. I was like, what movie were you watching?
No, my bad. Wanda. Yeah,
What?
she killed like a whole hundred. Killed like a whole fucking army, dude.
What?
She
Where?
wiped the whole army.
Oh yeah, in
the people,
Kamar Taj and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Wait, and then she killed the Illuminati, the strong, like the strongest people.
It's
in
so
that universe.
dude. That's the meme right there, bro. Because it's so stupid.
I'm like, what?
You have the
What?
smartest man alive, which is Reed Richards, and then he tells the enemy, "Yo, this guy could fuck you up with his mouth." And then Wanda's like, "What mouth?" I'm like,
Do
bro,
it.
right? It's like what the hell? It's like saying, "Yeah, my buddy here with the laser eyes, he could screw you up with one fucking hit." It's like, bro, why would you tell them their weakness, or because basically their powers is their weakness to Wanda? Like, what the hell? Like they're tripping, and then they have freaking Captain Carter, or what is it, Captain Carter or Captain England? It's Captain Carter, right? Like,
Yeah,
what the hell
female
was
captain.
what was she gonna do against Wanda? Like she got cut in half, and then Captain
She did-
Marvel.
no. She did more than the whole team combined.
No, that was Captain Marvel. But guess what? She died by getting a fucking statue like dropped on top of her. Like, how stupid is that? You know what I mean? Like, that's so dumb. And then we have one of the strongest telepaths in Marvel, universe basically, which is Dr. Xavier or Professor Xavier, pardon me.
Yeah.
And he gets killed inside Wanda's brain. Like, that is so dumb. Like, he gets his neck broken. Like, that is so dumb. I didn't like that. I felt like they got disrespected. They disrespected my boys, And I also didn't like how like they were really forcing the aspect of like Doctor Strange is not good. Let's keep him locked up, and Mortal just being there. I didn't like that part. I felt like it really slowed down the pace. It could have been better, but I liked it. It was okay. I liked it. How'd you feel about America Chavez?
She had no character at all.
Why do you say that?
'Cause, dude, we barely know anything about her.
Yeah.
Like we just know that she's like she had no character in her really.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, like what can you tell me about her? Tell me. What are you gonna tell me about her? Like maybe like less than 5 things. Like yeah, she.
You got me there
That's-
because
Yeah.
there really isn't anything to her besides she's like the ultimate weapon at the end of the movie that saves the day
She can't
basically.
even- Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? How is she losing? How does
So she's the main plot
Wanda.
point. You know, she's the main
Yeah, yeah.
plot
I'm
point.
like, why? Wow. Yeah, yeah,
Wanda
yeah.
Wanda wants her, and at the end of the day, you know, America Chavez basically wins the fight. You know, and it's
Yeah, I'm like
crazy.
this girl that doesn't have barely has control of her powers is beating the what's it called, the Scarlet Witch.
The thing that I hate about some of these movies is how they always need a pep talk. Like, oh, you got this. You know, just believe in yourself. And all of a sudden, oh, I have control of my
You're right.
powers.
You're right.
Like what the hell? Like no, that's not how it works. She should go through training, and that's what she's going through in the end. But it's for magic, not her powers. You know, like I don't really like that. I think it was pretty ridiculous on that end. And but that's like another like thing that I've noticed with Marvel doing now. Like their sidekicks in their movies are the ones who normally win the battle. You know,
Yeah.
like it's a movie
You know
about
what's
Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange was the weakest one. Well, I'm not gonna say the weakest one, but he couldn't even beat Wanda in his own movie. He couldn't even beat like his own villain, and then Wanda takes herself out. Like she basically, you know, kills herself to stop the Darkhold. Like, come on now, like that was kind of like dumb in that part. Or like how in Moon Knight, at the end of his battle, his sidekick, I forgot her name, had to come in and get a power up in order to help him. Like what's the point of all these movies now with these heroes if they can't even beat their own villains? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, so you know what? There was like this one part in the movie where they just stopped there. They just paused there when Wanda was chasing them, and they're like, just like, wait a minute, I think she stopped chasing us. They're there for like a good like couple seconds, and they just stopped and they're not running anymore. I'm like, why are you guys
oh
just standing there?
yeah,
Run, run!
oh yeah, and then America just goes and gets fucking pizza balls, and you know it's for gags and stuff, and it's like, bro, like you're getting chased. The universe is in danger. Like you gotta be on the quicks. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, what are you doing?
and
Run!
and before anyone says anything, if anyone does decide to comment, I will say that yeah, I understand that
Oh
Wanda
yeah,
is supposed to be the strongest, you know, basically powered person in the Marvel universe at that time. Come on, like I feel like Doctor Strange could have done a bit better against Wanda.
yeah.
You know, like I really like the cinematography. You could definitely tell.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sam Raimi directed it with the with like how like campy some shots were. Like you know when the zombie Doctor Strange came to life, like how it was just that close up to his eyes. Yeah, it was definitely very Sam Raimi. Or when Doctor Strange in the beginning of the movie is fighting that giant octopus, I forgot its name, how he like beats him by like shoving a pole in his eye and just like pulling it out. That was something crazy. I didn't think Marvel would do that, but yeah, it was pretty crazy. I liked it. I liked it. Visuals, I think the visuals were
Yeah,
pretty
visuals
nice.
were good.
The
Really good.
visuals were very nice. Looked
Yeah, and
very
then you know what's crazy? What my uncle told me, they kind of ruined all superhero movies for me.
well.
He told me that the superhero always wins in the end. I'm like, wow, you're right. Yeah, what's the point of watching?
That is true. And you want to know something? You want to know
Yeah,
why
it's true.
Infinity War was one of the best superhero movies out there? Because that's
Why?
the first movie that we saw where a superhero didn't win, where Thanos won.
Yeah,
And it's like that broke the internet. That broke everyone's expectations because it's like Thanos, the villain that we've been, you know, following since like phase one. He beat the Avengers, he beat the Guardians of the Galaxy, you know, like he ended up winning, and it's crazy, you know, like that's why I think, and you know something, Infinity War, I didn't really I liked it, but I preferred other movies, but I think Infinity War became my favorite movie because of that, you know, like because the villain won for the first time, and I really like that, you know. But yeah, are you excited for any other superhero movies that are coming out?
I really don't watch any like
No.
movies that much, like superhero movies, because like when my uncle said, I'm like, you're right.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah,
watch Moon Knight?
Moon Knight, no.
You should watch it. It's pretty good. The ending is kind of bad though. I didn't really like the ending though. Overall, yeah, it's pretty decent. Um, did you watch Doctor Strange 1?
No.
You should watch it. So like we could like compare it later down the line. But
All right.
yeah, I think it was pretty
Whenever
nice.
whenever I get Disney Plus. Right
Whenever you
now I
get
have
Disney Plus.
HBO Max.
Real
I have
Max.
HBO Max right now.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
feel
there's a
like
lot of the only superhero. Well, it wasn't really a superhero movie. It was the Superman Red Sun. It's when Superman becomes rather than him landing in the U.S., he landed in Russia.
Russia, yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't
the
seen that
movie
movie. I
was
heard it
kind
was.
of, it's not good. It's not good.
It's not good. No.
Because like in the end, he just turns into regular Superman. He was he was a dictator Superman.
I would have been better if he stayed like evil or something. You know? Well,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
evil,
it
but
would have been cool. It would have been cooler. Like,
yeah,
but the characters, the characters in that movie sucked.
yeah, I could tell. Well, I couldn't
Yeah,
tell
because
because
like
I haven't seen it.
we
But...
had no no there was a Soviet Batman.
Oh, that would have been dope to see.
Yeah, he rather than working by himself, it was he had like a group following him around. Like he was a leader of a group. And he was trying to like tell Batman like, hey, stop being a dictator. You're messing up.
You try to save
You're
the
messing
world
up our
with
country.
words.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then kicking his ass too.
Seemed like an interesting movie.
Yeah, but then like oh, you know, it's like the like crazy part. Lex Luthor was actually the good guy.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know.
Yeah, and then you know what's the weirdest thing is that Lex Luthor in that movie is voice acted by the guy that plays Batman all the time. Like animated Batmans.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I'm just here like, what the fuck? Batman's voice acting Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor? That's kind of fucking weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really weird. I'm like the whole time I was just like, why is Batman voice acting Lex Luthor?
It's like Mark Hamill voice acting fucking Batman, you know? Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like it sounds so weird, dude. It sounds fucking weird.
If you had if you had a movie that they want or you want them to make from a superhero, what would it be?
I know I had a like yeah, there's a hero I wanted, but I forgot what's their name. Like who was it?
What do I mean?
I forgot. No, there was some. Yeah, I wanted them to make like a movie of something, but I forgot what it was.
Do you think that superheroes movies are gonna die soon, or do you think they're gonna stay relevant for the coming years?
Yeah, they're gonna stay relevant.
I feel like they're gonna stay relevant for the next couple years.
Maybe like
but the quality,
like
20? But the quality of movies are just gonna keep going down and down because it's like Marvel doesn't change their formula. It's the same shit every time, you know. It's like they're scared to really do something different. And something I will applaud DC for is that their recent movies, they've been different. You know, they've really come out and done something unique with their movies, like with the Batman, Joker, you know, and they're just gonna keep doing that. And you know, like they're gonna have like this like, you know, different feel to them for each movie, while Marvel's gonna stay with the same copy and paste type shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like DC's low key making better movies at the moment. But even with Suicide Squad too, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that was a decent movie. That was a decent movie. Or with Peacemaker, like their TV shows are even being better than the ones that Marvel has brought out on Disney Plus. In my personal opinion, you know. So there is that. Just have you seen the? Oh yeah, you said you didn't have Disney Plus, right?
No.
Do you have Netflix?
Not anymore. The last thing I watched on Netflix was Seinfeld.
What? Who watches?
It's actually good, dude. It's actually good.
Who watches
Netflix?
Seinfeld?
Dude, it's actually good. It's actually pretty funny.
All right, grandma. Like, damn.
But, no. Because like I don't like it when I was younger because I didn't understand the jokes. But now when I'm older, I understand the jokes. I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good.
I might give it a shot. But you know the show I've been watching on Netflix religiously? It's Peaky Blinders. Like I don't know.
Watched it.
Dude, if I'm giving you my honest opinion, Peaky Blinders is probably my favorite show of all time. Like that show is just amazing. I love it, bro. And I don't want to watch it because it's like every episode is so good to the point where it's like I wish I didn't watch it because I always want to have like that same reaction after like finding out what happens after each episode, you know, like I envy the people that watch that show for the first time, bro, because that show is so insane. It's crazy. I love that shit so much. There's 6 seasons. The final season just came out recently, like a couple months ago. I'm barely like halfway through season 3, but man, bro, like that shit's amazing. And each season is like 6 episodes, and you know it just makes me want to smoke cigars, drink whiskey, and dress in fancy suits.
Yeah.
I'll leave all the crime out though. Nah. No,
Also,
but yeah, that's yeah. I really do recommend that show for anyone who wants to watch that show.
all
All
right.
right.
So, before we end the podcast, what you wanna do? You wanna talk? I wanna add one more topic.
Okay.
So, finding a barber is really hard. It's tough, man. But I luckily found the new one, like the new perfect guy to cut my hair.
It sounded like a commercial. I thought you were gonna say
No. Oh,
with
no,
this
no, no.
barber
Actually,
you can.
with this barber, this Android, you can.
I haven't cut my
cut your
hair.
hair.
I haven't cut my hair in like it's like 2018, I think.
Yeah, me too. I haven't cut my hair since I haven't cut my hair since 2020, because barbers are not a thing. All the barbers disappeared.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, and then
I
I'm like,
haven't
screw it, I won't get a haircut for 2 more years.
I haven't cut my hair because I always wanted to do like these dragon braids.
Yeah,
Eventually, I want to do them, but my hair is way too long now. Like I'm thinking about cutting it. But you're right. Like it's hard to find good barbers, dude. Like
yeah. No, I used to have this one barber that I've been going to since I was like 12.
yeah.
That dude leaves and comes back every couple play. Like he used to own his own store, but then he disappeared.
Yeah.
I don't know where he went.
Like I've been to a couple the last barber I still remember that I went to was in like this fancy place where like the fucking cut was like $40. But
Yeah.
they treated you like a king. They gave you a little snack, a little soda and stuff like that, and it was like
Yeah.
or coffee if you wanted coffee and
Sounds
know.
pretty cool. Now
It,
for
it,
the last time
it was really nice. It was very relaxing. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, that's the last time I cut my hair. I'm not gonna lie.
no, since the last time I cut my hair since 2020, like the last guy that cut my hair, I was so pissed because he gave me an army haircut.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You remember?
No, growing up.
I know. No, I asked this dude, "Can you cut 4 centimeters of my hair?" And then like not even for like 5 or 6.
Gave me a
like, 6 or
fucking
something.
buzz cut, bro.
And
Like,
he's like, "I got you, bro." Cut me in the like.
no, for
gave me a
me,
buzz cut. I'm like, "What?"
growing up, bro, like my dad, since he was in the military, like he like fucking would cut my hair, like military buzz cut style, where like the sides are fucking tiny, and the top is like very square, and I was a chunky kid, so it's like I looked weird, and that was the reason why I got a lot like bullied a lot as a kid. But I that's why I kind of don't like cutting my hair because it just feels weird. I never really liked my hair in different styles. Like I had the military buzz cut at one point. I had the classic mohawk at one point.
I had the what's it called, the bowl cut, blonde hair.
Oh no, my boy, don't.
No, no, the day, like the one day when I came with the blonde hair, they're like, "Damn, you're so badass! What the hell?"
Oh, for
I
real?
was the coolest kid that day. Yeah,
Nah, for me,
'cause I was the only dude that like used to dye his hair back in the day.
yo, my dad would never allow that at all. Like when I was a kid, he would have never allowed that at all. Cause like he for him, since he was like one of those tough military dudes, like
Yeah,
like that, just painting your hair for a guy just carried a type of stigma for him,
Yeah.
So he would have never allowed that at all, But yeah, I even had the classic, what it's known as now, like the emo hairstyle or the Justin Bieber hairstyle,
yeah, the bowl cut.
not the bowl cut, but the little bangs where you have like to the side. I had that during high school. Right now, it's just very long. I normally just carry it as a ponytail. Not a ponytail, a fucking man bun. That's what I meant, not a ponytail.
When I used to have like long hair before I cut it.
Yeah.
Sorry, my mom came in right now. But what's it called? Yeah, before I had that, I'm like, damn, it's kind of
You're like,
tough having long hair.
You're like, get off my room, mom.
She was telling me,
I'm
telling me, like, "Hey, you wanna come
streaming.
eat?" Yeah, man, I'm trying to record a podcast.
Hey, man.
Hey, man, I'm trying to record a podcast. Let me know, mom.
It's a rat boy. Oh, no. But yeah,
What
like,
was it called?
Yeah.
It was like the thing I didn't like about long hair is that it took forever to dry if you didn't have like a hair dryer.
dude,
Yeah, like
that's literally my problem right now. Like every time I take a shower, dude, like
You're like, what the fuck? Why is it still wet? It's been 2 hours.
No, there was a point where like I normally wash my hair every 3 days. I'm not gonna lie, every 3 days, because
Yeah.
my hair's just so long and it takes so long to fucking dry. Like there was a point where like I didn't dry it properly. I showered before going to work, and my hair was literally my hair was wet until the next afternoon, bro. Not wet, but it was moist. I was like, what the hell? Like the what?
What's going on here?
Like I want to get a fucking like hair blow dryer. But
Yeah.
that shit just pulls so much fucking energy. I'm scared that shit just gonna pop, like straight up. Like man.
No. Yeah, and then especially when it's cold outside too, your hair will freeze.
Yeah, dude. You get like
Yeah,
outer brain freeze where like the fucking scalp just freezes up and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, so no, so I found the perfect barber. This guy, man, he did so much things to my hair. I'm like, damn, this dude does it with care, cutting it like a pro, making sure like no pieces left long.
Hell no.
And then this man asked me, you want the line, ¿Quieres línea? For the side of my hair. I'm like, oh hell no, this dude's asking me. I'm like, no. He's like, you sure? I'm like, no, I'm good. And then
So-
he
So
and then before I was about to leave, this man whips out the massager gun.
yeah.
He's like, before you go, bro, let me give you a massage.
Oh, like,
Like, it's
damn,
kinda
bro.
weird.
Like,
No,
that's-
he whipped out the machine gun, he whipped out the massage machine gun out of his book bag.
oh hell nah. What the?
And then all I saw was
Nah, dude. Like, there's a funny story between one of our mutual friends.
yeah.
His brother, went to the barber shop one day, and they told him, "Hey, you want to line up? Like, if he wanted his like forehead to, be in a straight line," and he misunderstood, and he's like, "Yeah." So they gave him a line on the side, like you were talking about, and he just got home one day, and his hair looked mad goofy, and he just had like this fucking line going across his hair, dude. It looked hilarious. Like,
That's why I told him like no, like I would have assumed too if it was for like the sideburns.
yeah.
But I'm like, no, I know what this means. No, I'm good. I think it was that guy I met, probably.
No, there was this time where like my dad cut my hair, and I'm not gonna lie, my dad is not really a good hair cutter. So you know how like when you have like military buzz cuts, like from the top it has to be like straight on point. Well, my dad kind of fucked it up, so it kind of looked slanted. So it looked like like a dude with a katana just like cut me in half with my fucking hair. You know the dudes who like test out katanas, how they do it to the side. That's how my hair looked, bro. Like that's how it looked. I was like, man, like they fucked me up so bad. But yeah,
Yeah, it's hard finding a barber, man.
it is.
Like, the
Yeah,
perfect
now,
one, yeah.
yeah, because like some barbers just do it for the money. They're like, yeah, just hope you
Yeah,
leave a
I'm like,
big tip,
I don't
bro.
want to be a barber anymore. Yeah, I don't
And it's
wanna be
like
a barber anymore.
good barbers and hairstylists, they cost money.
No,
Like
No, usually like the good ones are usually the ones in the front. Those guys are kind of like buttholes because they're good barbers.
yeah,
Yeah, because like the one over here, by me, this guy he had no client or anything. He was just like empty chair. I asked him, hey, can I get a haircut? He's like, yeah, wait over there.
yeah, because he probably fucking offers massages afterwards.
No. This guy disappeared. Like, I mean, he had like no one for 20 minutes, and then like a guy came up to him. He's like, hey, can I get a haircut? He's like, yeah, sure, come on.
Come on, he's like, I'll take care of you, bro.
Yeah, I take care of you. I'm like, what the fuck? What? I was here.
All right, so yeah, this podcast is gonna be pretty short. We're gonna be doing another, I guess, Beyond Random podcast in the coming week or weeks, depends. And
We'll see when I come back from Las Vegas.
Yeah, anything else you want to say, Erwin? And I also gotta find like a perfect time to like do the podcast because a lot of weird days for work are coming in with like weird schedules. So I also gotta find the time. But for the meantime,
it's very hard to find my panda, man. I gotta contact them by pigeon.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Sometimes I'm in the woods fucking eating bamboo and shit, but
Yeah.
I
I have to summon him from like I have to summon the pigeon to go to the mountains to go find them.
Ritual summon, bro. Like poof, gonna appear like fucking Naruto.
Yeah.
Motherfucker was like reverse summon. No, but yeah, we're gonna try to do the podcast, but for the meantime, we're gonna bring out this podcast, I guess, and all the other platforms like what was it? Erwin, Spotify, SoundCloud. You said YouTube, Twitch.
Yeah, we have a Twitch channel. It's gonna come out on Google Podcast pretty soon, and we're on Spotify, YouTube, Twitch. And,
go check
and other platforms. Yeah, go check us out there.
And you also feel free to like check us out in our own personal channels. For me, I have both Mad Panda Gaming on Twitch and on YouTube. I haven't really uploaded anything in 3 weeks, but I'm planning on going back to it, continuing the streams. I haven't played like Resident Evil, and you want to give yourself some shout outs, Erwin, or your channels?
Yeah, go follow me on Erwinvil on YouTube, Erwinvil2 on YouTube, and Erwinvil on Twitch.
We're also going to be bringing out clips and shorts on YouTube, so if you just want to watch a short little segments. But with that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
All right, see ya. Bye.